guys, welcome back to my beauty channel. A ton of you guys have been asking me about Makeup Geek shadows. Are they worth it? How much do they cost? What's the quality like? And what shadows are the best ones to get if you're just starting off? So I thought I would make this little video of my Makeup Geek collection that I have. This is my Makeup Geek collection. The bottom row are my MAC shadows that I have, and then the top three are Makeup Geek shadows. So I don't know if you can tell, but the Makeup Geek shadows are a little bit bigger than my MAC shadows. So I left them in the palette so you could see for yourself. So I have mostly her regular shadows, and then down here I have a few of her foiled shadows. Just to go over the price range with you guys, Makeup Geek shadows are $6 US, the foiled shadows are $10 US, and MAC shadows are $12 Canadian. This is just for the pans, it's not for the packaging. So of course I would always suggest anyway to buy a Z palette to put the pans in because it's so much more cheaper. You're just paying for the packaging anyway. I mean, if that's what you want, go for it, but I just find it so much more convenient to just be able to pop all my colors into the pan. Because our dollar is not the strongest right now, the $6 is more like, I think, $8.50, and the $10 would be more around the $12 range, probably a little bit more, just doing that off the top of my head. And then the other thing that you have to keep in mind with Makeup Geek is because it's in the US, you do have to pay for duties and shipping and all that stuff, so it can get to be a little bit pricey. If you are buying from that from Makeup Geek, I would suggest to pick out what you want and get it all, because then you're only paying for the shipping once. I mean, the duties and taxes, yes, you'll have to pay for, but the shipping is not cheap either. I think it might be something around $20 for shipping. So just to keep that in mind before you do make your purchase, because it does seem really affordable, but then when you add in all those factors, it's probably around the same cost as it would be to buy a MAC shadow. The only upside with Makeup Geek shadows is you get more for your money, so the pans are bigger, and you have a lot of variety in colors. If you watch Makeup Geek on YouTube, you'll know that Marlena is excellent. She puts a lot of work and love into her makeup line, and it's just so amazing to see and support. So I'm a big supporter of hers, and I think the shadow quality is amazing and I love them. So I'll go through the shadows that I have for you if you guys are curious, and maybe I'll do some swatching for you as well. So this one is Latte. It's just a brown matte color. It's really beautiful. It's one of those colors that look really nice in your crease. So this is a swatch for you guys of Latte. Then here is Barcelona Beach. Very similar to Latte, but a little bit more cooler toned. Also a great color for the crease. So here is Barcelona Beach. As you can tell, it's a little bit more cooler toned. The colors are really similar, but different enough. Latte's more warm and Barcelona is more cool. Here I have Creme Brûlée, which is a lighter brown, really nice crease color as well. Nice neutral color. Here's Creme Brûlée. It's a nice caramely brownie color, really beautiful for the crease as well. These are all great for the crease or the outer corner, even all over the lid. I mean, you guys can get creative, but the pigmency of her shadows are amazing. These are just one swipe for you guys, okay? And then here I have Peach Smoothie. I use this color a lot. It's very close to my skin tone, so sometimes I'll use this all over my lid or in a crease. Jaclyn Hill uses this color a lot, so you've probably heard of Peach Smoothie before. It's got an orangey undertone, but it's really beautiful, and it's also a matte color. This was one of the first Makeup Geek shadows that I ever bought, and I continue to love it. So here is Peach Smoothie. So as you can see, it's very similar to my skin tone. It's really light, but it does have that orangey tint. Then here is Peaches and Cream. This is very similar to Peach Smoothie, so if you had to decide between Peach Smoothie and Peaches and Cream, I would say just to pick one, but Peaches and Cream is definitely not as orangey as Peach Smoothie, and it's also a great crease color all over the lid. Very similar to my skin tone as well. It's beautiful and matte. So here is Peaches and Cream right here. It is so light that you can barely see it, so it works great for a light crease color or an all over the lid shade. And then here I have Vanilla Bean, which is, as it says, a nice vanilla color. It almost has a bit of a frost overlay. It's very beautiful to use in the inner corner or as a subtle highlight. So I'm not sure if you can see, but Vanilla Bean is right here. Again, very similar to my skin tone. I'm very pale. Out of all the Makeup Geek shadows, these are the most neutral shadows that I own from her collection. If you want more natural colors from her, I would suggest to pick these up. They're great colors, but again, they're all pretty similar to each other. So if you are trying to save money, I would say just pick a couple, and that would give you a good range and enough to do a natural everyday eye look. Okay, here I have Cupcake. So it's a nice pink rosy color, very beautiful. I love this for the crease as well. Really nice pinky neutral shade. So this is Cupcake. It's a nice rosy pink. As I said, it's a matte color. Then I have Sorbet, which is a nice light pink color, also matte. So this is Sorbet here. Then I have White Lies, which is just a matte white shadow. So this is White Lies right here. As you can tell, the pigment is still pretty amazing. I mean, to make a white color, to make a white shadow that pigmented without being chalky is pretty hard to do, I feel. And I feel like she does a really good job of doing that with her light shadows. Really beautifully creamy and blendable. Then here I have Bitten, which is a reddy browny color. Really nice. It's more of a burgundy, I guess you would say that would be the correct name. It's a matte color. It's beautiful. I am obsessed with it. So this is Bitten right here. Then here I have Cherry Cola. This is really similar to Bitten, but it is not as reddy. It has more of a purpley kind of undertone. Also a very beautiful matte color, super blendable and pigmented. So here is Cherry Cola and Bitten. So you can see that they're really similar, but they're different enough. They're just beautiful, really. Then I have Vintage, which is a purpley, taupey, silvery kind of color. It's actually a great neutral. I love it. It's beautifully matte, pigmented, as are the rest of her shadows. So here is Vintage. Then here I have Taupe Notch, or Taupe Notch. It's as it says, it's a taupey color. It almost has a little bit of a shimmer to it. So this is Taupe Notch right here. Then here I have Americano, which is a chocolatey brownie color. So this is Americano here. I feel like everybody needs a dark brown for their collection, and it's matte and it works great. I really like it. Then here I have Morocco, which is a really beautiful orangey shade. It's matte. So here it is here. Very fallish. And then I have Mermaid, which is a beautiful shimmery color. This is still her regular eyeshadow, so this is Mermaid. It is a bluey, greeny, iridescent color. So this is it here. You can't really tell from my camera, but it is really shiny and iridescent. It almost looks green in person. It's really beautiful. Then getting into her foiled shadows, this is Mesmerized. It is a brown taupey kind of color. Actually, it's almost kind of purpley. And then I have Whimsical, which is a very pinky, silvery kind of color. So this is Whimsical. And then lastly, I have Starry Eyed, which is a nice champagne-y color. This is Starry Eyed right here. So that is just my collection of Makeup Geek shadows. She has a huge collection. I would obviously love to be able to try all of them. They're beautiful, they're great consistency. I would highly recommend. They're beautifully pigmented and very creamy. But I hope that gave you some ideas as to what colors that you might want to pick up. The first 6 colors are definitely the most neutral of her collection that I own. So if you're more of a neutral kind of gal, I would definitely suggest for you to pick those up. And if you are feeling more adventurous, I would definitely suggest trying out some of the bolder colors like Bitten, Cherry Cola, or Vintage. Those are really beautiful. The foiled shadows are also really beautiful. They're a bit more expensive, but they're super creamy, super blendable. You can really build them up and they look great. I did do a video, a tutorial using Makeup Geek shadows. That is the eyeshadow that I am wearing today. So if you are interested in my eyeshadow or my makeup look, make sure to stay tuned to my channel and subscribe, and I'll make sure to post that video soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit informative for you guys and you got a little sneak peek into some of my makeup collection. Leave your comments down below. Make sure to like this video if you like the kind of make sure to like this video and leave a comment down below. If you like this kind of spotlight brand video, then let me know, and I have a few other collections that I could do, like MAC, Hourglass, things like that. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, make sure to leave a comment and I'll try my best.